guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to share with you my law of attraction success story. I cringe a little bit even just saying that out loud, but I stumbled upon a few of these videos and thought, hey, the law of attraction, like positive thinking, positive affirmations, meditation, it's always been a part of who I am, and more so now that I am like becoming a full-fledged adult. And it would be fun to share it with you guys and to share it with the internet and take it or leave it. It's, you know, positive affirmations and the secret, law of attraction. You know, there's always ways to look at it in a negative light or to look at it as pure coincidence, and I don't have all the answers. I can't say 2000% that, like, you know, this is the reason these things happened. However, I know personally for me, if I am in a really positive headspace, if I'm coming from a place of feeling super grateful, if I'm coming from a place of like loving myself, that I get that in return, and that's been a huge motivator for me. So if you don't know what the law of attraction is, I will definitely link like some books and some videos down below that can do a lot better of a job than I could at like giving a full deep description of the law of attraction. But the law of attraction sort of like hit mainstream recently, and by recently I mean like a few years ago, in the book The Secret. The Secret was also made into like a little documentary that was on Netflix for a little while, and people have talked about it a lot, and like Tony Robbins, like these big like sort of motivational speakers will kind of touch on it, and it's sort of the base of a lot of this like sort of like positive thinking, positive affirmation trend. And I sort of like, I've always been into like self-help books, and like it's always been like a desire and like a love I've had for, you know, different novels that I know will like help me and better me. And I can't remember the first time I heard of like positive affirmations, but like, you know, when you're growing up, your parents, I don't know, like at least mine did, they were always like, you know, think positively and positive things will happen to you. And that's like kind of what the law of attraction is in like a nutshell, like in its simplest form. It's you will attract what you are putting out. So like attracts like. And if you are thinking positively, if you're coming from a really positive self-love place, then like that's what you'll get in return from the universe. And there's a lot of like math and science too that like these authors will use to support the law of attraction. Again, I'm not going to go into it in this video, but I will leave all those links down below. So let's get to talking about my success story. Again, so cringy. But the first thing that happened to me that I really attributed to the law of attraction and to like attracting that into my life was my job at Disney. So if you're new to my channel, I worked for Disney Cruise Line for 3 years, from 2009 until 2012. I was around, I want to say it was 18 or 19 when I made, it wasn't my first, definitely was not my first, but I made a inspiration board in my bedroom. And way before the days of Pinterest, when like, you know, you would cut out pictures in magazines and put them on a board, like that's the time that I'm talking about, like before Instagram or any of these things. So I cut out all these pictures, and at the time, like a lot of my desires and what I wanted to attract to my life were like dance jobs, so like dance opportunities. I was a dancer, performer, and I knew what it was that I wanted, and having pictures of like beautiful dancers on my wall and different things like just was a motivator for me. I would wake up, I would see the pictures, I would make sure that like I did something during the day, that would put me closer to my goal. And that's like kind of what the law of attraction is. It's making sure that you are like the master of your thoughts and that you're only cultivating positivity, but that you're also working really hard as well. And that those positive thoughts will propel you forward in like reaching your goals. And so one of the crazy things is, okay, so I made this like little inspiration board in my bedroom. So when I was 21, I booked the job with Disney Cruise Line, performing with Disney, and it was like the most exciting thing. Like, it was my first huge job. I didn't go away to college. It was like the first time that I was like really leaving home for a prolonged period of time, and it was just like the best experience. It wasn't until a little bit later that I realized that one of the things I had put up on my wall when I made like my inspiration collage was a cutout from a dance magazine that said Dancing for Disney. And I can't remember if my inspiration board was still up when I put two and two together, or, you know, if it was just like something I remembered, but I was so floored, because that was like, Dancing for Disney, although it was like always a dream of mine, because we like vacationed at Disney a lot, and like I knew it was something I always wanted to do, just knowing that I had it, knowing that I woke up every morning and saw that image, saw like text that said Dancing for Disney, like it just blew my mind. That was like the first moment where I was like, oh my gosh, like I manifested that and didn't even mean to, or like didn't even like put two and two together. I don't know. Anyway, so that was like my first big moment. My second was more recent. So that was obviously a while ago. The second time, my second success story was definitely more recent. It was actually last year. And my husband and I and my mom and my aunt went to go see Kyle Cease. And Kyle Cease is a lot like, I would compare him to Tony Robbins. He is a motivational speaker, but he's also a comedian. So his shows are so much fun. I would highly recommend. He has a book coming out soon, I think in May or June. And his whole thing is the law of attraction, but also like finding that like pure headspace through meditation. And one of the exercises that he had us do at his event was find a stranger, like someone you didn't go to the event with, and then for, I think it was like a minute or 2 minutes, talk to them as if you're a year in the future. So we went to the event February 2016, and he said, okay, talk to them like it's February 2017. Talk to them and tell them what you've accomplished since this event. So, you know, what have you done? How do you feel? Like really connecting with the feelings of you've already achieved these amazing things that you really want. Like, talk to this person about it. And that event was just so amazing. The stranger I ended up finding turned out to be a Tony Award nominated Broadway director, who then like I put in contact with my husband, because my husband's a performer and they've worked together since. It was just like serendipity was like, it was too far past serendipity. It really was. But one of the things that I said to her was, I really want to live, like, I said it in like past tense. I said, you know, we live in Florida. We have really good jobs. We love what we're doing. We've grown like closer together as husband and wife, etc. Anyway, at that time, last February, neither Jeff nor I had any like job opportunities in Florida. If you're new to my channel, I grew up in New York. We were living in New York City. And from about November to February, so November 2015 to February 2016, I was pretty hell-bent on moving down to Orlando and like getting a job again with Disney or like with some theme park, and nothing was panning out. I was auditioning so much and nothing was working out. So we went to this event and I, you know, said to her, I want a job opportunity that's going to take my husband and I down to Florida. It was, I want to say maybe a month later that my husband got the call for a job opportunity that took us down to Florida. And when I think about that, it blows my mind. And I think that it was just such an amazing, and like every day we were working toward making our move happen, but it wouldn't have come, I don't think, unless we had kept being positive about it, unless we kept like doing our daily affirmations. It's just so cool. And to be honest, I'm sure there are so many other things that have happened in my life that have been a result of positive affirmations and the law of attraction. Those are just the two like huge things that have occurred and like that have happened in our lives happened in my life that I've been like, whoa, like I made that happen. Like, that's so cool. So yeah, and there are definitely some things that I'm working on now, some things that I make sure I, you know, put it out there into the universe every single day, and if those things happen, I will definitely let you know. That's my success story. That's my law of attraction success story. Let me know in the comments down below if you have a law of attraction success story, if you have any questions about the law of attraction, any tips, any suggestions. I can definitely make another video on the law of attraction or the secret or anything like that. I'll link everything down below. I'll link when I can. And don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I will talk to you soon. Bye guys!